Flesh and Blood needs lower rarity specialty cards. Let's take a look. Hi friends, welcome back to Nearly Sane Games. I'm Neil, and today I'd like to talk to you about Marvel and extended art cards in the sets of Flesh and Blood. Now the Marvel card was introduced with Bravo star of the show in Tales of Aria, and this provided a special cold foil treatment that we had the regular cold foil card on one side and a full art cold foil card on the other side. This became a great chase card for the set and was a lot of fun for the few people that managed to find one. Now, when we got to Uprising, we started to see the Marvel treatments with the dragons. We would have a more full art card on the front side, all cold foiled, with the full cold foil backside. And these are really beautiful cards. And the great thing with these cards is that these dragons were rare. And so they were pretty common to find a Marvel dragon in maybe about every other box of Uprising. You'd find a Marvel dragon. What was rare was the majestic dragons. These came at a very high rarity, also very beautiful, but much harder to find in boxes. And so you would need buying a case of these buying a case of that set doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to get one of these. These are, I think, more about a case and a half is when you'd start seeing these. So that created a lot of, but I think that was okay. There were several rare Marvel dragons to get. You were very, very unlikely to get two in a box. So they maintained this rarity. They still hold not a huge collector price, but somewhat of a collector price. They run around $20, I think, for a lot of the rare dragons. And the Marvel dragons have definitely a premium price. Now, we move forward to Dynasty, and Dynasty has these Marvel equipment, Marvel weapons, and as well as the Marvel Legendary, which that's fine. I don't mind that. That's going to be a super rare card, and I think that's okay. I'm not real happy with the Legendary character being there, so you have to purchase Legendary to actually play with that hero. But overall, I think that's fine. The Legendary heroes are available. The problem is the experience with opening Dynasty boxes and Dynasty cases is not as fun, I would say, as opening Uprising. Now, Uprising also had full art cards available. And again, these were available in getting a Majestic full art card was pretty rare, but I think there were some common cards in there that were more available, and you could open potentially a full art common card with a little bit of value attached to it. Not a lot, but they were still fun to open. And this created a fun experience when opening Uprising. You do have the hunt for the legendaries, which you're going to have in every set. They also split the legendaries between rainbow foil and cold foil, available in the same product, which saddens me a little bit. I didn't open any cold foil legendaries in Uprising, and I opened maybe 2 cases worth of product, and I did get several legendaries in rainbow foil though, so I can play with that equipment. I just don't have the super pretty version of it, which I think I'm pretty okay with. I like to open value. I like to have the rush of getting something more than I was expecting. But I also like to play the game a lot. And I like to have the availability of purchasing my legendaries at not too great of a price, and I will pay the $20-$30 for a rainbow foil legendary over buying a cold foil legendary, because I like to have all of them, and the cold foil isn't that. It's a nice bonus, but it's not a necessity for me. But the problem is that Dynasty's Marvels were only available in these majestic cards, or the legendaries. And this creates a problem because these are hard to pull. And I opened a case and didn't get any. And I opened one box that had 2 legendaries and this card in it, which was definitely, the balance was off there. But aside from that, since these are majestic Marvels, they're only going to show up one in every case and a half. And I think that's too little. And I think that if we had some of the rare weapons that would also have the Marvel treatment, I think that could give a little bit more excitement for opening those boxes, especially those boxes that didn't have 2 legendaries and a majestic Marvel in it. And I think that Uprising is very much my favorite set to open. I'll often just pick up a box of Uprising just to open it up and see what's in there, or pick up a few packs and maybe get lucky and find a rare Marvel Dragon. These are exciting to pull, and I like opening them every time I get one. But that makes opening the boxes fun, and I really enjoyed opening Uprising because of that. I have a lot of extra Uprising cards, probably because I was hunting Marvels and additional legendaries. But I can open a box with a rare Marvel Dragon and maybe an extended art card, and maybe an additional cold foil. They're a little piece of common cold foil equipment, which made box openings a lot of fun. And Dynasty, I just didn't have the same experience with that. And I think going forward, LSS should consider finding ways to get more of those chase cards in each box. And again, that doesn't dilute the value of the majestic Marvels. The majestic dragons are just as rare as any of the other Marvels in Dynasty, and they've held their value pretty well. I think all the majestic dragons are worth over $100, and there are a lot of majestic Marvels in Dynasty, but again, pulling any specific one is more rare than they were in Uprising. And I think that LSS should definitely look at what they did with Uprising and what they did with that box opening experience, and consider doing more of that in their future sets, because again, Uprising was my favorite set to open. I have a good collection of dragons, that all of which I've opened. I haven't purchased any dragons separately, and it's been a lot of fun to do, and that's been a really great experience. And I hope going forward, LSS finds a way to incorporate that into other sets. So let me know what you think, in the comments below, and what's your favorite set to open? Do you have any of these Marvels? Do you even like these Marvels? Do you think they're add value to the box opening experience or the gameplay experience in a way that you'd like to see continue? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I'm Neil, and this has been Nearly Sane Games.